What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now, as you can see right here, we got ourselves another Lego set. Now, my parents were generous enough to give me an Amazon gift card for Christmas, and I've had my eye on this set for quite some time, so it's a perfect opportunity to go ahead and pick up this set. Now, this set's going to be coming in quite large. I believe it measures 40 inches long, well over 3 foot, so I don't have a display case which will contain this thing, so more than likely, I'm going to hang this thing on the wall. So we're going to go ahead and do a time-lapse build and a quick review at the end. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start assembling the Lego Concorde Jet. Alrighty guys, here's what we're working with. All the Lego bags displayed in numerical order. Looks like got 21 bags right here. And I guess we got a paper packet. I think this is the windscreen so this thing doesn't get scratched up. And then we obviously got an instruction booklet right here. I did not see any decals whatsoever, but I've been noticing on some of the bricks, there's a lot of printing, on the bricks as opposed to, putting some stickers on there. So that's a good thing. So hopefully there's no stickers to deal with. Taking a look at the instructions right here, we're going to go ahead and flip to the back. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys an idea of how much we're dealing with. Okay, just a quick example on some of the printed bricks. So I believe this is the tail fin right here. So as you can see, it's got Concorde printed on this long stick right there. So I don't think this kit has any decals whatsoever, so that's a great thing. All right, let's go ahead and flip to the back right here. All right, these 2 pages are the last pages on the instruction manual, and it looks like it got 548 steps in order to complete this Concorde Jet. Okay, since we got 21 bags right here, I'm not sure how long this is gonna take me to build, so I'm gonna spend a few hours a day doing this. I'm not gonna go ahead and rush through things, but I wanna go ahead and take my time on this and make sure it's done right, so I'll keep you guys posted with time frame. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get the Lego Concorde fully assembled. And here's the finished result of the Lego Concorde Jet. Now, first impression, this thing is massive. Let me tell you, this has got some length to it, and the back of the box said 40 inches long, so I got measuring tape, so let's go ahead and take some dimensions and see if that box is true or not. Okay, so from the very tip of the back of the tail up to the front nose cone, we're right around 41 inches long. Now let's go ahead and check the width of the wingspan here. In the width of the wingspan right here, it's looking to come around 17.25. It's hard for me to get my measuring tape exactly on the area due to the back area of the plane right here. And as far as the height goes, we're looking at about 6.25 without the landing gear in place. Okay, now that we've covered the dimensions of the Lego Concorde, let me show the features of this airplane right here. So right here on each wing, you got 3 independent rudders, I believe they call these things. Same thing here on this side, goes up and down. And right here on the tail, these things go left and right. Actually goes independently for whatever reason. I don't think a real airplane does that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, let me go ahead and prop this thing up and show the coolest feature of this airplane. I gotta basically prop this thing up and show you guys. All right, went ahead and found a makeshift cardboard box in order to support the Concorde. Now let me show you what the coolest feature is. So you got this tail piece right here, and basically it's a big cone shape. And as you turn this, the landing gear will actually go down and go back up. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this, and I'm gonna show you the view from the backside right here. So I'm gonna keep turning. And there you go, the back landing gear has come down. Now if you can see, the front wheel has come down as well. And then I'm gonna go ahead and turn this tail piece right here to the left-hand side, and you're gonna see the wheels go back inside the body of the plane. And the front wheel has gone up as well. So that right there is the coolest feature of this airplane build. And then the second feature is the nose piece. Now I believe the real Concorde Jet has a nose that actually goes down, so it'll help the pilots see when they make landings. You actually put that in position right here. So you just basically push this down and it clicks in. And you can display it like that if you like, or you can put it straight forward, which is the position I like right there. Okay, removing 2 sections of the main fuselage of the airplane reveals some detail. As you can see, there's some like bathroom areas. I believe this is like basically serving area for the flight attendants. And then you got some seats right there. So cool little details, but this thing is hard to remove. So I actually almost basically broke this thing apart in pieces trying to remove it because it's not real easy to remove this thing from the fuselage. You can basically just put this thing back in position. You'll never be able to tell there's some detail behind there. All right, let me show you guys what's going on underneath the airplane on the belly side. Got some nice details on there as well. Okay, Lego Concorde is now on the back side, and let me show you what kind of detail we got going on. Now, especially with these jet engines, there's a lot of detail, and they're really easy to pull off. I think it's only held in with 3 clips. So if I pull this off, let me show you what kind of details inside here. I mean, there's just a lot of pieces that goes together with these jet engines. As you can see, the simulated jet right there with the orange. Okay, now that I have the Concorde airplane on the backside, this will be an easier illustration to show you guys the landing gear. How this thing comes up and then basically goes and retracts back down. So I'm gonna turn this tail piece right here. This will be able to illustrate the rear and the front of how this stuff comes up. And there it is. Landing gear is out. And there it is, a view from the bottom side of the Lego Concorde. Alrighty guys, here we have it, the completed Lego Concorde Jet. And let me tell you, first impressions, this thing is long. Now the box said 40 inches long. I took a measuring tape, it actually comes out to more than 41 inches. So if you're planning on getting this set, just go ahead and make sure you got the space for this thing because this thing has got some massive size to it. On top of that, the wingspan's got some width as well. Now the next topic is cost. The previous Lego sets that I did a time-lapse and quick review on, I was able to save a bunch of money with some damaged box specials, but that's not the case for this Lego Concorde. It just came out last year, so I guess it's fresh on the market, so I basically had to pay full price, which is about $200 US. But I think it's well worth it. As you can see, you get a good amount of Legos for your money. So best bang for the buck right here. And speaking of which, I think this is basically my second favorite Lego set that I've built. First one is the Porsche 911. I really love that set, so I think this goes second place right now out of all the Lego sets I've built in the past few months. So if you're thinking about the Lego Concorde, just go ahead and do yourself a favor, pick one of these things up. I think you're gonna enjoy it, but just make sure you got the space for this thing, because like I said before, it's pretty big. Anyways, the build, I was gonna take my time on this, at least that was the plan. So it was actually a cold weekend when I was putting this thing together, so there was nothing really better to do outside. So I just went ahead and just plowed through it, and I think I spent about maybe 7 to 8 hours putting this thing together. Now there's only 2 complaints I have on the set so far, is these afterburners right here on the jet engines. These things come off so easy right there, and on top of that, you got this cover right here, which actually exposes the bathrooms and the seats. This thing is really hard to get off. So those are my only 2 complaints on this jet so far, but other than that, I mean, just small details. Anyhow, closing remarks, I really like this Lego Concorde Jet. I mean, it looks fantastic, really realistic, and I think it's gonna go well in my collection. I did not decide to build a stand for this because I'm actually gonna hang this thing on the wall. So there's a few companies that sell wall mounts for this Lego Jet, so that's where it's gonna go. Anyways, if you guys like these time-lapse and quick build Lego review series, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching and have a fantastic day.